Hello everyone, welcome to V8sonline's live coverage of the iRacing V8 Supercar official online series. Jay Kennedy and Scott Fontaine here in the comms box for tonight's race, round 8 from Lime Rock Park. Fonty, welcome along, mate.
Cheers, Jay. Good to be here, mate. It's been a while since I've been on the comms, so good to be back.
Just like riding a bike, mate, you won't forget how to do it. You're good at
No,
talking
exactly,
rubbish
mate.
like me, mate, so we'll be
Yeah,
good tonight.
exactly. Yeah, no, we'll be alright, mate. We'll be alright.
Nice
Yeah, no, it's good to be
quality.
back, mate. Yeah, no, I'm just pulling up the, just loading into the server now, just pulling up my
Qualifying
overlays so I can...
At the moment, 5 1,000ths of a second separate first and second. A tenth of a second separate first through fourth. Half a second separate first through to 16th. Tonight is going to be
nice and close out there.
nice and tight and close. It's good to see. And Ford fastest, Corey Preston in second, Josh Rogers in third. I know Rogers has done little to no practice. He said, I might do 2 laps of practice just to remember how to drive the car, and that was about it. So, Josh obviously is a freak. But good to see Ian and Corey really close in the times.
Yeah, such a good little track to say. I know when I first started iRacing that this was one of the that the MX5 used to visit between this place and Okayama. You did plenty of laps. Bit of an animal to drive around here in a V8 Supercar, but yeah, a lot of fun, mate. We should see some great racing. 23 cars out there, so yeah, I think it'll be quite close between Rogers and Ford, and certainly Preston.
Yeah, well, Preston is leading the championship, but does have a bit of an advantage with Rogers, Ford, and a couple other contenders as well, not competing in every week's race. So we'll see that really close up towards the end of this championship with 5 weeks to go, including tonight. But a really good end to the championship too, with some really fun tracks. Spa next week, we've got Phillip Island, Okayama, and where else? Mental blank. Nürburgring as well. So should be a really good end to this season. About a minute left in qualifying. It looks like everyone has done a lap time, so it may even get fast forwarded. Maybe. Is that a word? Fast forwarded? I don't know if it is.
It's a word in the Australian dictionary, isn't it?
It is now. It's not a word in your dictionary, your Kiwi dictionary, but it is in the Aussie one.
Yeah.
We'll go through the grid while we're waiting for the session to tick over. We've got Ian Ford on pole, Corey Preston in second, Josh Rogers in third, Mick Cracknell in fourth position, Stuart Vaughan in fifth, Ryan O'Sullivan sixth. Those guys separated by under 0.2 of a second. Wayne Burke seventh, Dane Warren eighth, Matt Morris ninth, Brian Borg 10th, Matt Stratford 11th, separated by a third of a second, top 11. Michael Talianich, Jason Bentz, David A. Moore, Luke Harvey, Michael Hammond, all separated by under half a second. Leon Tander, Kurt Stenberg, Patrick Morrow, Chris D'Angelo, Greg Sharp, Will Dodd, and Cody Bird, the 23 drivers, all separated by less than a second.
Yeah, nice and close out there with the lap time being so short around this place, mate. I reckon, yeah, we're going to see some good battles. It'll be interesting to see how they all get through Team 1.
It'd be really tight into one. I know that from races we've had here in the past that it actually isn't as bad through one, but coming up to the top of the hill and over the rise, that's where we will see all the action. But this race will be all over pretty much before it starts. It's going to take about 20 minutes for this race to be complete, 21 minutes, which is pretty amazing how tight this track is. 20-minute race, it's going to be all out.
Yeah, it would certainly be the shortest broadcast we do of the official series, but yeah, no, great little track, and yeah, see some close racing, mate. I reckon Rogers and Ford are going to go at it. That's my prediction. Who's your prediction for the win on this one?
Yeah, I think so too. It'll depend on how everyone gets away from the line with it. The guys being so close in times, you could really throw a blanket over any of the top 5 guys and anyone can win it. But the other thing with this track, it is very easy to make a mistake, and it is very hard to pass. So if you put enough pressure on the driver ahead of you, you'll get through.
Yeah, they'll easily make a mistake, you're right, hey? Especially coming up over that hill, man, in the V8 Supercars. If you're on that throttle a little bit too early, bam, round you go.
The driver's taking the grid now.
Lime Rock Park, based in Connecticut, USA. Haven't had the pleasure of going in myself, but hope to one day.
You have to get to Bathurst next. That's your next trip.
Yeah, that is, mate. Yeah. When I leave the UK here, that'll be on my way home, mate. I'll be coming to Bathurst.
Very good. Very good. We'll make sure we got somewhere for you to sleep.
Thanks, mate.
We'll find a rock somewhere for you. I'm not sure who we're waiting for to actually grid up. Looks like everyone's on the grid, but not quite sure as to what the hold up is.
No, we're missing the gun. Oh no, he's loaded up now. Yep,
Here we
we're
go.
all on the grid now.
Yep. So 25 laps ahead. We're underway.
Oh, great start from Rogers.
Going to make it 3 wide. Thinks twice about it. Stuart Vaughan
oh,
up the
there
inside.
we go. Preston. Oh, Preston's around. Preston is around.
Go and have a look at that on the replay.
Got a car. Yeah, got a car off there in the background too. I'm not too sure who that was.
I'll have another look at the start. Corey Preston on
Wayne
the
Burke.
screen.
Wayne Burke.
So yeah, we'll have a look at Wayne Burke as well off the track. Josh
Oh,
Rogers
there we
managed
go.
to get in
Car
the
in the
lead.
wall. Who's that? Who is that? That is Leon.
Luke Harvey.
Sternberg, is it?
Yes.
Luke Harvey.
A little bit of contact between Ford and Preston sent Preston around. They've got Ford up on 2 wheels. Sorry, Burke up on 2 wheels. And then we'll look at Luke Harvey as well, who we're pretty sure was the driver upside down. There he goes into the fence, and
into pit lane.
oh, and a couple of cars actually all getting together there. Michael
Yeah,
Hammond.
disappointing.
Yeah, race done for a few guys. We're already finished lap 2, about to almost start lap 3. This race is all over pretty quick. So Rogers from Ford, then Stuart Vaughan, Mick Cracknell, Dane Warren and Ryan O'Sullivan, top 6. Top 2
Yeah,
broke
good to
away.
see a lot of these ERT, I keep on referring them to ERA, I'm so used to Evolution Racing Australia, but ERT now. Good to see a lot of their guys out there having a run.
3 wide back in the field coming into turn 1. A little bit of a bump between the 2 laser racing cars of Brian Borg, Jason Benson, Matt Morris in the Pepsi Max Falcon. Stuart Ford and Mick Cracknell going at it for 3rd position.
Dane Warren all over the back of the track now. There we go, he's looking like he's going to possibly make a move. Also Ryan O'Sullivan right in there as well. EMR Industries sponsored All-Star Motorsports
Here comes Cracknell.
Commodore. Yep, up the inside he goes. Nice little move there, well done.
Stuart Vaughan's got to be careful of Dane Warren. Almost stuck his nose in there to try and force him wide. Manages to keep the position, so now back into 4th position. A lot of pressure
Rogers
from...
has opened up that gap.
Yeah, he has out to a 2nd. Dane Warren's looking really racy though. Oh,
Yeah, only 0.2 in between those 2 guys.
Love on board over that rise, and you can hear the revs just on the limiter over the hill.
Yeah, this is going to be shaping up to be a great little battle between these 4 cars here.
Vaughan had to defend a little bit there, and O'Sullivan
Oh,
up
there
the
we
inside
go.
of Warren.
Warren gone. Looks like he's had a little bit of damage on that left front there. I don't know if you're seeing that, Jay, but I'm certainly seeing a quarter panel missing. And I'll tell you what, mate, Josh Rogers just started the field, jumps in here, does 2 laps, mate, and you know, guy doesn't need any practice, and he's out to 1.3 second lead. Slow down, Rogers.
Isn't that his nickname?
Yeah.
Got that nickname for another reason. Side by side back just behind this battle pack, we've got the two laser racing cars change of position. Bent's now ahead of Borg.
Yeah, nice little pass there. Didn't see what happened there. Possibly.
Team orders.
There we
Oh,
go,
who's
car
that?
off. Oh,
That's
no.
Bent.
He's run wide.
Drops back in behind Leon Tander, so he's dropped back to 12th position. Got Kurt Stenberg now right on his tail. But Dane Warren, I think, is the one to watch here. He's putting the most pressure on. If it wasn't for him running a little bit wide, trying to get a run on Stuart Vaughan, he would have still been in that position.
Here. Yeah, so difficult to pass, so there's not really many opportunities, maybe into the last turn before you get onto the straight and into turn one. If someone mucks up coming over that hill, you can generally get a run into that next turn, but yeah, very difficult to pass.
I don't think we've ever seen the field this close in regards to times. The entire field that's on track, 20 cars separated by 18 seconds. Oh, here we go, move up the inside. Warren nearly close enough.
His nose. Yeah, good to see he's keeping it clean though. Doesn't want to cause any accidents. However, we're going to see Bent's come on back through on the field. He looked pretty racy there until he fell off the track.
But Borg and Morris at it. They're side by side up the crest. Coming into turn 6.
Borg gives them room, and then we've got a, what's that behind us? Is that a Synergy Sim Racing car?
David Moore.
Leon Tander's right in the mix. This is a great little battle.
7 cars in this battle. You can throw a blanket over them.
Yeah, already done 8 laps.
So Borg back again, and here comes over under from Matt Morris.
Morris up the inside. Good to see they're giving. Oh, big moment there. Oh, and he's going to lose all those positions.
Lucky he's only lost one. A little bit of a tap into the back.
David Moore both got through.
Moore. Bent's also a little bit of a tap.
Rogers out to a 2.1 second lead. 8 laps in.
That battle we were watching before, Cracknell and Vaughan have pulled ahead of O'Sullivan and Warren, and Matt Stratford now into that battle as well. So we've got 3 battles out on track now. See Corey Preston coming back through the field. He's just past Michael Talianich. We're 3 wide coming into turn 1. Bent's.
Stenberg, Tander, all going at it.
I don't know where to watch.
No, exactly. Where do you put the camera? Where's the racing at? Well, we won't put it to Rogers.
Rogers are getting no TV time tonight. Stratford's putting a lot of pressure on Warren at the moment, and O'Sullivan's managed to pull a tiny little gap from Warren. So definitely keep our eye on them.
Here we go, he's going to have a run on him here, I reckon. No, not close enough. 0.2 between them. Will he have a lunge? No. Makes the safe call there.
Stenberg and Preston side by side. Preston now up the inside of Tander. Going to try and force the issue here.
Oh, nice side by side battle there. Tander's got the inside line though.
He's going to squeeze him too.
Preston's going to have it for the next turn. Here we go. Is he going to run wide? Oh no, he lets him go.
Stenberg's still in there too. They're side by side, Tander and Stenny. Oh, not into this corner. Tander wisely gives the corner up.
Oh, Stenberg got the wheel off there.
Yeah, Michael Talianich looked at making a move on Tander.
And another little battle there, back on P18, P19, Will Dodd and Patrick Morrow. He's very close, these guys.
Yeah, Greg Sharp leading this 3-car battle. Just while we've been looking at everything else, Michael Cracknell's managed to get ahead of Stuart Vaughan, so Cracker's up to 3rd. Oh, Rogers. Rogers has crashed. Rogers is spun.
Oh, no. Oh, no. There we go. He's just gifted the win to the Ian Ford. Oh, it'd be good to go back and have a look at that
Yeah, we'll
replay there, mate.
get the replay up of that one. So
Here we go.
Rogers
We're
is
going to
back in
see
the 10.
a comeback drive now. How far can he make it through the field with, what are we, 13 laps to go? Half racing distance.
Not sure
He's
what actually
currently
happened
sitting
there.
in P10.
That was really weird. It's like he started to drift and forgot that he wasn't actually drifting. I know he was doing a lot of drifting on Assetto Corsa today because I was actually going to join them in that. So maybe he's still been in the drifting
He's chucking it up there.
mindset.
Oh. Here we go. Oh, it's car side-by-side action here. Matt Morris, David Moore, and Rogers is trying.
Rogers on the grass.
Pushing hard. Oh, here we go. Oh. Be patient, son. Be patient.
Bit hard to be patient when you know there's only about 10 minutes left in the race. Already halfway through, or pretty close to halfway through. Long way to come back.
Oh, there we go. He's going to have a run here as Matt Morris gets slightly sideways. David Moore's slowing these guys up, but can Rogers get a decent run onto the front straight to get him into turn 1?
Here he goes.
Here we go. He's got him.
Get it done here. So that's
Morris
ninth
locked the
now.
right front there. 9th. My prediction, there's a little bit of a gap between Borg and Stratford.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Yeah, so it's going to be hard for him to catch up that sort of time, especially when the field's so close. Only a 50-second lap around this place, so yeah, we've currently got a 1.8 second gap between Cracknell and Ford, and another second back to Vaughan. So anything could happen there. Tyre wear's starting to come into play. Dave Warren, he's going pretty good, this run.
Oh, Matt Morris in the fence. He's been pushed, I'm fairly sure. Not sure who by, but he's hit the outside wall coming into turn 7. Get a replay of that. I'm fairly sure he was hit from behind and pushed into the wall.
Probably it could have been Preston, I reckon.
I reckon you might be right there.
Yeah, very aggressive, old Corey Preston.
Yeah, Corey's just pushed him, served him straight into the fence, trying to get a run to get the pass done, but that was a bit too aggressive there from Corey.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back, old Corey, mate. He makes the gap out of nothing. Oh, there we go. Matt Morris has run wide again. He's obviously got damage to the car.
He's trying to hold on to position here, but he's got Cody Bird right behind him. And, yeah, that car doesn't look too straight.
No, so we've got Rogers up to 8.
Oh, Cracknell. Oh, no, his internet's
yeah.
playing up. So Cracknell's having internet issues. I just saw his name disappear off the timing screen. It's reappeared, luckily.
Yeah.
Matt Morris in the pits. Now, Dane Warren's managed to get ahead of Ryan O'Sullivan while we were looking at that other stuff that was going on. So Warren now up to 4th, O'Sullivan back to 5th, Stratford now in 6th position.
Closest battle on track now is Corey Preston and David A. Moore. P9 and P10, there's 0.2 of a second. I reckon he's going to try to give him a run down here. Don't take him out, please, Corey.
It's going to be interesting to see if, once he gets past David Moore, because I'm fairly sure he will because he does have the pace, if he can then get with Rogers and actually work together to get back up, or whether he'll try and fight.
Yeah, so we've only got 9 laps left, so Rogers can't get between Rogers and Borg is 2 seconds. And then it's another 3 seconds from Borg to Stratford. So, and while I look at that, close battle between Stratford and O'Sullivan.
Yeah, they've been battling pretty hard since Warren's got past. Stratford looks like he's got the car speed. He just can't get that move done. It's hard to get a run for him.
And also looking back to P16, P17, Greg Sharp and Patrick Morrow. These both close on track. Less than 0.2 of a second between them. Must say this track, little old Lime Rock, mate, on for the great racing.
Yeah, not wrong. Preston now right there on David Moore. Almost stuck the nose in through 1. Decided against it, thankfully. So this is for 9th and 10th on track.
So Stuart Vaughan, he's closed the gap up to Cracknell. 0.6 of a second I've got up here. So maybe Cracknell struggling with tyre wear issues at this point in the race. But 2 ERA cars, first and second. Sorry, ERT now.
It's hard to get used to.
It is hard to get used to. I feel like the ERA flowed really well.
Something's happened to Jason Bentz. Oh, no, there he goes. He's back on screen. Obviously having internet issues because he disappeared for a long, long time.
Oh, Preston run wide there.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of time from David Moore.
Lost a little bit of ground on Moore.
And Rogers has got the gap to Brian Borg ahead, down to 1.3 seconds. That was pretty quick. He's gained that time.
That was pretty quick. And then Matt Stratford, Ryan O'Sullivan, that's 0.4 of a second between these guys. Oh, and Stuart Vaughan, he's closed right up on Cracknell.
Yeah, he has.
Cracknell really must be struggling with that car.
0.3 of a second the last 2 laps. So, which doesn't sound like much, but around a track that's only 2 and a bit Ks long, that's a fair bit of real estate.
Yeah, and also closest battle on track is still this Patrick Morrow and Greg Sharp. Only 0.1 of a second between these both.
This is 16th, 17th on screen at the moment.
Yep, and we've got 6 laps to go.
Geez, that's gone quick.
It has, hasn't it? God, we need another 25 laps to make the race a bit more interesting, to make it a pit stop worthy. That's what we need. Throw the cat amongst the pigeons there. And hey, talking about that, we've got Josh Rogers. He's just gone under 1 second to Brian Borg, so I definitely see that he's going to get that. And then Matt Stratford's only, he's 2.5 seconds up the road further, so I think it's going to be a struggle for Rogers to catch Stratford, but I definitely think that Borg and him will go at it in the next lap or 2.
Yeah, Stratford, 4 seconds up the road. I don't think he's going to quite get there, but I'm pretty sure he'll catch Borg.
And I reckon this is going to be a great little battle to the end, P2 and P3. Vaughan has closed the gap to just under 0.5 of a second, so got the car speed. Be interesting to know what is on in Cracknell's car. Maybe Brenton O'Brien could give us a little bit of an inside knowledge there on the. I know he'll be watching, so hello to you, Brenton.
I'll tell you who else is doing a great job. Dane Warren's catching as well.
Yep, 0.8 between him and Vaughan, so yeah, we definitely could see. What are we now? 5 laps to go.
Yep.
P13, P14, these guys are really close. Here we go, we're going to see a move here from Kelly Ansich on Tanda, I reckon.
I think you're right, he's got a really good run. Here he goes.
Here we go, he's going to throw it up there. Oh, has he braked too late? He's going to run wide, surely. Oh, no, he gives him plenty of room.
Tanda, I think, was a bit too deep too.
Yeah, no, they both did really well. Certainly, I've raced against Tanda in the past, and he gives plenty of racing room. He's a good driver. He's been around the sim community for a long time, so good to see him out there. These guys having a good run of it.
Tanda all sorts of crossed up through turn 4.
Here we go. Rogers all on the back of Borg now. We're going to see a move
quick.
coming to turn 1. But okay, so Preston's dropped back again. What's happened to Preston? He was catching Rogers. He was past Moore, wasn't he?
No, he didn't get past Moore. He made a mistake in the turn 1 and he
that's
dropped
right,
back.
he did, yes. Greg Sharp and Cody Bird, they're pretty close on track. This little 4-way battle here, this could shape up.
Here we go.
Now
Rogers is now side by side.
Oh,
no!
Oh, he's in the wall. Both of them are in the wall.
Wow.
Oh, no. Wow.
A little bit understeer from Rogers there.
A bit of a shame.
Yeah, Rogers got a little bit understeer up the hill, and I don't think he intended on making contact there with Borg, and definitely didn't intend that to happen. He just a little bit of contact, and you saw him straighten it up and get off the throttle, and Borg had already spun it. And across the front, they're both into the fence. That's what happens with that little crest. A little bit understeer into that crest, and race done for those guys. Rogers now back to P13, but in all of that, that's moved Corey Preston up to 8th, David Moore up to 7th, Stenny up to 9th, and Jason Bent's now ahead of his teammate into the top 10. But with 3 laps to go, Cracknell, Vaughan, Warren, I think, or Vaughan and Cracknell, I think, is going to be the most important one to watch.
Yeah, 0.5 between these two guys now. Stratford and O'Sullivan, they're quite close on track now. And also Tanner and Rogers, they're close on track, but that's not really here nor there. And also Patrick Morrow and Greg Sharp there, and Cody Bird, they're all separated by less than 0.4 of a second.
Still on it, and Rogers now hunting down Talianich with 2 laps to go.
So Will Dodds there, just hanging around the background. And he must have got tangled up at the start. Loving that Fusion Sim Racing car. Those boys did certainly well yesterday at the Shabby Endurance Series.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job throughout that endurance campaign, those guys. We're on to the final lap of the race. So it's Ian Ford with a almost 2-second lead over Michael Cracknell, Stuart Vaughan, Dane Warren, and Ryan O'Sullivan rounding out the top 5. But the top 5 is definitely not sealed. It's a battle on for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and there's also a battle for the last place in the top 5 between O'Sullivan and Stratford. And Preston is now ahead of David Moore coming into turn 1.
Oh, nice little side-by-side battle here with Rogers. Just gone past
Dane Warren's right there on Stuart Vaughan coming up to the final corner.
Guys. He's going to pop it in there. No, he's not going to have the run, but he might get a run if he's... he's going to try, but no, not long enough.
Well done. Ian Ford, he might have got it.
No, he didn't quite, mate.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
It was close. Yeah, that was close. Well done to the first 3 cars. Stuart Vaughan, what a great drive, man. And Dane Warren, man, that was impressive, dude. Really, really well done there.
Yeah, great drive from pretty much the entire field, even the guys that were involved in incidents. That was great to see the recovery from Josh Rogers, Corey Preston, a few other guys that were involved in issues as well, but entire field separated by 30 seconds, and that's race done amazingly. What a night, what a race.
What a race, mate. Yeah, not long enough though, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree.
First com's back, mate, and it's
it's already all over.
It even started. Yeah, it's already all over. I got to get back to work soon. So it's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
I'll have to tell them that the race went longer, mate, before you go back to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course.
We'll run through the results. Ian Ford picks up the win from Michael Cracknell for Evolution Racing Team. Stuart Vaughan in 3rd position, Dane Warren 4th, Ryan O'Sullivan 5th, Matt Stratford 6th position, Corey Preston in 7th, David Moore 8th, Kurt Stenberg 9th, and 10th position to Jason Benz. Have a look at the gap though between 3rd and 4th, 5 hundredths of a second at the line. That's pretty impressive, nice and close. Brian Borg in 11th, Josh Rogers in 12th, Michael Talianich in 13th, Leon Tander 14th, Cody Bird 15th, Patrick Morrow in 16th position, Greg Sharp 17th, Will Dodd in 18th, Chris D'Angelo 19th, Luke Harvey in 20th, and then the casualties of Matt Morris, Wayne Burke and Michael Hammond, who did not complete the race unfortunately. Thanks for that, Fonty.
No, that's alright, man. It's great to come back. I tell you what, man, it was. I enjoyed that. Might have to leave work more often and come home and comms on a Monday with you.
Oh, I think that's a good idea. You should come and jump in every now and again.
Yeah, I definitely should. And while we're on talking about everything, got a few broadcasts coming up. We've got the All-Star Shootout next Tuesday. It's going to be a good event. How do you reckon it's going to go, Jay?
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I saw a little bit. Unfortunately, we had other commitments and couldn't do the first one, but from all reports, the first one was fantastic, and the second one shaping up to be really, really good. A teams event as well, so a teams championship, individual championship, friend versus friend, foe versus foe. I think it should be good fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So yeah, be sure to tune in to V8sonline next Tuesday, the 16th of May. It's going to be a great little event. So yeah, we'll be live on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, however you want to watch it. Tune in and be a part of the fun action.
Yeah, Thursday night we'll have the trucks again next week. Next Monday we'll be back for V8s, obviously Tuesday, and we'll have Sunday night Carrera Cup coming back as well in the coming weeks too, which should be really, really fun and exciting.
Yeah, certainly will be, mate. Well, it was great to call the event. Unfortunately, we didn't have Jake Burden turn up tonight, prior commitments, but no, I certainly enjoyed jumping in on the comms on this one.
Yeah, you're welcome back in anytime, mate. We'll wrap it up though. Thank you for jumping in. This is V8sonline's coverage of the V8 Supercar official online series. Your winner for round 8 at Lime Rock Park is Ian Ford.